Afternoon again. I'm back in Essex, my home county and the finest county in the land. I'm doing another walk for Macmillan Cancer Support, part of their 100 miles throughout October challenge to raise money. I'm doing another walk from the Essex year-round walks book. So it's from the autumn section and I'm in the little village of Breton. I'm on the village green outside the Hare and Hounds pub, the village pub. It looks quite nice actually. This walk is 4 3/4 miles. So this walk looks quite interesting. We're going to be passing Leomarni Tower, which is quite a well-known historical site in Essex and East Anglia really, in fact. So I'll tell you more about that later on. We're going to be seeing the Tudor church at Layer Marney as well. Layer Marney is like another little village near Breton. And it's actually not that far. In fact, it's literally just round the corner from Birch, and I believe that is where the former parish church still stands. And it's this huge abandoned church, a massive spire that you can see, you know, for quite a way away, and it's just been closed off and abandoned, and it's been like that for a lot of years. Really interesting place, and I did do a video on it, so I'll put a link to it there. I'm pretty sure it's there anyway, because I drove past it and I was like, I've been here before, I'm pretty sure it's that church. So it's quite an interesting little part of Essex, this area. I have got a cider with me as well. I think it's a plain cider again, so we'll see what that's like. And I've got a few snacks with me as well. Gone 1 o'clock now, it's probably like 1:30, so I want to get a move on. Enough talking, let's get walking. This is an excellent example of a big sky Essex walk that will be particularly good on a windy, clear day in early autumn. Layer derives from legra, which means viewpoint, and this gives a clue to the excellent panoramas that can be expected. As with most of our walks, history is never far away, and today we start off alongside a moated farm, along field edges and a reservoir, to eventually reach Layer Marney with its magnificent clutch of church, tower, house and farm buildings. A return through a rare for Essex section of open access land with a pub alongside provides a perfect culmination to the day. Stopped on this bench, sort of tucked around the side of the parish church. I'm gonna have something to eat, something to drink, and then go in and have a look. I'm not feeling it, but like I haven't eaten since breakfast, so it's like 3:30 now, so it's going to be sort of like a late lunch for me. I've only got a few snacks anyway, and the cider is this one. It's called Pulped Flair. Superior Southwest cider, balanced and easy going. It's 4.9%. Cider just got interesting. Pulped is a more interesting craft cider for everyone. Crisp ciders with real depth and character. Only the finest Southwest cider apples. 100% fresh pressed juice. Try saying that when you're pissed. no concentrate, nothing artificial. We combine science and art, the best cider making techniques, modern equipment, and our creative passion that showcases just how great cider can be. Join our community to find out more. Proudly Somerset, proud to be different. Jim and Al, independent cider makers. And then it's got like a little diagram here and stuff. It's all pretty fancy label. Flair, a gently sparkling blend of the finest bittersweet and bitter sharp cider apples from the southwest. A sweeter cider balanced with acidity and subtle tannins. It's one that just fizzed up everywhere. Oh, that was lucky. That was close. That was. I was going to say it's one of the few ciders that I've actually purchased myself recently, because Gary the groomer usually buys them all for me. So I think I got this one in like an Asda's or something somewhere. It smells good though. It smells really good. Right, cheers everyone. Who should we dedicate this one to? I suppose I'm going to go with the last sort of Macmillan walks I do. I'll dedicate it to anyone that's sadly going through cancer. This one's for you. Best of luck. Oh. It's very bitter and very sharp, but it tastes better than that Waddle Goose cider by Aspel that I had at Epping Forest. Like, that was out of date, and I think there was something not quite right with it. So this tastes a little bit better. Yeah, I would say it's easy going though. Still, it is. There is that bitter sweet and bitter sharp taste to it, but it's easy going still. Like, normally I don't like anything that's too bitter or sharp, and this is okay. It's very sort of like, it's fizzy, but it's like foamy as well. You know, like as you take a mouthful of it, it feels like it's like expanded in your mouth. It's weird. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. I think that's a genuine like reflection. That when I've given 7 out of 10s before, it's like, I don't know, I give them too often, but I think, yeah, this is worthy of a 7 out of 10, because it's better than the Waddle Goose. Excuse me, which was, I think, a 5 I gave it. So yeah, I'll give it 2 more marks. I'll give it a 7. It's not the best thing I've ever had, but it's alright for a plain cider. And I'm surprised how drinkable it is despite the bitterness and sharpness of it. But like a lot of plain ciders, I feel like I've had a similar tasting cider before. There's nothing really original about it, but it's alright, it's good. think there was obviously a wedding on during the day in the church, because I didn't know that actually right next to the parish church, which was impressive by the way, is Leomarni Tower. Like I say, it's a really kind of well-known piece of Essex history, gets a lot of tourists, and I think there's like a wedding reception in there now. Whoa, look at that. How about that, eh? Living there. I tell you what, to have a wedding in that church and then a reception there must cost an arm and a leg. Leimani Tower is primarily the creation of Henry, the first Lord Marney, who died in 1523, and his son John, who continued the building work but died just 2 years later, leaving no male heirs to continue the family line or the construction. What was completed was the main house, the principal gatehouse, which is 8 floors high, a fine array of outbuildings and a new church. The Marneys were following the current fashion of one-upmanship, building tall with lavish use of terracotta and stucco, together with decorative detailing derived from Italy. In building on this scale, they were following the example of their monarch, Henry VIII, who believed that a building should reflect the magnificence of its owner. From the top of the gatehouse, visitors have magnificent views to the Blackwater estuary and beyond. On a clear day, you can even see St Sed's Chapel on the Dengie Peninsula. So we're just going past Leomarni Tower now. Definitely the highlight of the walk. What an incredible building, and apparently it wasn't finished, I don't believe. Sort of like the big local family of the area, and of course they're like buried in the fancy tombs in the parish church next to the tower. The band's warming up. Probably get it done for copyright now, wouldn't I? Do you know any Dr. Feelgood? They've just been doing like a very jazzy sort of loungy cover of Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. Absolutely brilliant song. Like, it's an old school banger, innit? And I thought, that's not probably the most appropriate song to play at a wedding reception. Two people that are in love have got married, and they're playing a song basically about cheating and infidelity. I picked up on it. Probably no one's listened to the lyrics, have they? I've just found the new highlight of the walk. How is that even allowed? Okay, so we just passed the little parish church at Layer Breton. I didn't go in it. It looked like a slightly more modern church. A bit of a church snob. If it's too modern, I won't go in it. That sounds bad. I'm sure it was a nice little church. Anyway, so then it was like right along a track which looked like someone's driveway, and then left across this like field that's just open access land, I'm guessing. And just spoke to a nice young bloke that was just out for an evening stroll, and he was telling me that if you go over that way you can see all the views over Abberton Reservoir. Sounds really nice. I've been there before, I think once or twice on day walks, so it's not far away. We're near sort of like Layer de la Haye and stuff like that. It's nice woodland here as well, actually. Lots of this sort of like just open sort of wild sort of countryside around Layer Breton. It's really nice. Like, You don't see a lot of this in Essex, you know. Everything's like private or a nature reserve. This is just like, it's just left. It must be maintained by someone, but still, I think it's nice, cool. It's been a really good little walk actually, overall. A lot of Essex rural agricultural sort of views, i.e. lots of farm fields, but it's had a bit of a twist to it, I think, and it's a bit better than that. You know, it's not your average field-based walk, I don't think. It's been pretty good, and the historical highlights have been fantastic. So, Hare and Hounds pub, where my car is parked opposite, should be just through here. In fact, I can see the pub just over there, I think, through the trees. That's the end of the video. I'm back at my car. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It's been a really good little walk actually, and it's been a really nice day, and it's turned out to be a really, really nice evening. The sun's sort of just setting over there. If you can donate as well to my Macmillan Cancer Support fundraiser, it's on my Facebook page, just search Tom Hill. I'll try and include a link below. You can donate there. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, and stay safe, everyone. And of course, as always, be nice to one another. See you soon, everyone. Bye.